which five stars you want to see. Which 5 do you want to see? Not what you think. You can pick 5 gunners, you can pick 5 specials, 5 air class. It doesn't matter. You know, which 5 bots would you like to see as 5 stars? Forget Quellagon, forget Skids, Knockout, forget all them. It doesn't matter. Putting them aside, forget Afterbreaker. Doesn't matter about community choice. Doesn't matter about what we know is coming. Which 5 bots? If you could pick a batch right now, I'm going to say these 5 bots as 5 stars in the next batch, and you had the power. Which 5 would you choose? That's the question. So, me personally, I mean, obviously, Hound Dragstrip. That's going to be number 1. Hound and Dragstrip. Love these guys, honestly. Really, really good, like I said. Not just the 1 to 10's alright, but the ability 11 it sets on fire. I think that fire combos will make a huge difference. And like I said, the damage is going to be amazing to resource buildings. So I would love this guy as a 5 star. My next choice as a 5 star, if you can find him, is Star Saber. It's more than time. Give him a 5 star. Give him ability 11. Give him a core. You know, he's super, super expensive. You know, 12 plus 3. Crazy. I mean, he has great range, but it is time. Let's be honest. You know, he does electrical damage, and there is, you know, and there is anti-stun cores with reduced electrical damage. So that's reducing even more. Star Saber's gone even worse. He's an awful bot right now. I'd honestly put him in average at best. So, you know, it's time to pick him out as a 5 star. It really is. And I'd give ability 11 as well at the same time. I really would. Like, it's more than enough time. More than enough time. You know. The next one for me might surprise a few people actually. My next 5 star choice is Double Dealer. He's got the potential to be absolutely amazing, but doesn't do enough damage. I think there might actually be a bug with him, because I spoke to Dale that he's not doing the 1,572 up to 3 times. This is the bit that baffles me, because if you hit a target and it hits it once, so say that one hit does 300 damage in the time you hit it again, so surely then it should do 600 damage, so do double the damage per second up to 15 seconds. Then it should do 900 over 15 seconds. So over the 15 seconds, you know, it shouldn't just be 1,500 damage. You know, if you're hitting the defense 3 times, then surely it should be like 4,500 damage in that area. You know, but instead what it's doing is, if you hit it and say you're hitting it once, and then the ticks start hitting these 300 damage, then you hit it again, it's resetting it, and it's just doing 300 for the length of the ability. So it's adding that to it, and then it's kind of weird. But I just don't think it's working as intended, you know. But the cost is super cheap for the toxic mission, and I'm hoping this would be, you know, maybe half the cost, half the damage of swoop. But it's nowhere near. It's not doing anything near it. The incendiary missile isn't too bad, you know. If they buff the toxic mission, then the incendiary missile will do quite well, you know. But I'm hoping as a 5 star. I mean, they could bring him out a G1 core to improve him. I think that's where he lacks a bit. But the point that it can equip all these combats is a massive seller for me. You know, one of the only changes in the game that can do this. You know, I mean, Springer can, but his don't stack, and I know Broadside can. But yeah, that was a big selling point for me, and I think it's time that we sort of got a fix for him. So I'd love to see him come out as a 5 star. And my next choice as a 5 star, if you can find him, is, let me find him, Rotor Storm. Absolutely love this guy. Honestly, for combos, for his range, he's a gunner. I think he's absolutely brilliant. I really do. And I would love this guy as a 5 star. We don't see him a lot in the game, I think, because he's a 4 star. You know, because of how powerful he is. He's crazy, crazy good. Honestly, absolutely crazy. And I think it's a bit of a sleeping giant. I really, really do. I would actually put this guy better than 5 star Strafe, personally. Call me out, call me stupid. But, you know, 1,000 damage per second. That's 20k damage. But for each of your targets destroyed, you get a 30% bonus, up to 370% bonus damage. So you're doing 3,000 damage per second if you can keep destroying, if you can destroy 11 targets. So if you could do a huge amount of damage in an area with like Goldfire or Star Saber or Skids, or someone does a huge amount of AoE damage, as a clean up bot, I don't think there's anyone better. For 4 ability points, this guy can do 60k damage if all the buildings are half destroyed and he's destroying them. Something like that. 50k, 40k damage. Something ridiculous. I mean, it's hard to calculate because he's got to destroy the building. So he does 1000 damage, then he destroys the building, then he does 1300 damage, then destroys the building, then 1006, then 19, then 2, and it carries on like that. So maybe the calculation 60,000 is wrong, but you could easily do 30k damage. Easy. Absolutely crazy damage. And that's not even including, like I said, a volatile mixture as well. So crazy, crazy, crazy damage. Honestly, I've seen him clean up so many bases. Love this guy. And my last pick is actually Broadside. You know, I mentioned it earlier, but I don't have this guy as a 4-star, and it's quite hard to get these 4-stars now. But when I have used him, he's been incredibly good, and I'm not sure if it'd be too OP, but I love these triple changes. I think they're really good. Again, we're not going to see 2 triple changes in the same batch, I don't think. But I really love this guy. I really do think he's that good. I really do. I really, really enjoy. I mean, if you go and watch my minion army, this guy was absolutely incredible. I mean, 75 DPS, it's alright, but it's the fact that, they do 1,300 damage each, times that by 5. If they're all sort of in clusters, what I was doing was I was dropping them, using them, and then when they're getting close defenses, exploding them, dropping the repair drones. So what happens then is you're doing 5 times 1,300 damage, you're doing 7.5k damage, it increased in there. And then all of a sudden you're getting healing behind you, and they're doing 1,590 healing each, a crazy amount of healing. So really, really cool bot. Would love to see this guy as a 5-star in the game. So like I said, Hound, Star Saber, Double Dealer, Rotor Storm, and Broadside. Would love to see those guys as a 5-star in the game. Slingshot was close, but I think it's a bit too new yet. I'm not too sure. I think he's good, but would I want him as a 5-star? I think he does his job. You wouldn't want to block maybe more. You already blocked the healing, so it'd do more damage. But maybe if it increased the received damage, it'd get a 5-star version. I think that'd be pretty good. But I'm not too sure. Tracks, Blur, Broadside, Saber, and Slingshot. Tracks and Blur. Oh god. The problem is they're probably 2 of the most overpowered bots in the game already as 4-stars. Again, I think it'd be a waste as a 5-star. I really do. I don't see why you need 5-star Tracks. He's already massively powerful. I don't see why you need 5-star Blur. The 4-star does more than enough of the job. Malleus, Deathsaurus, Skywarp, Dead End, and Cutthroat. Yeah, I think Dead End. I was saying this. I think it's time. I think it's time for 5-star Cup or Dead End. Leveling's getting harder. Zone 15 is really unpredictable. I presume we'll get a Zone 16. Not just a Prime League, but a Zone 16 actually. And then even a Prime Zone maybe after that as well. But I think we'll get a new zone with a new HQ increase to 18 as well. So I think it is 5-star Dead End and 5-star Cup time. I really do. I love them bots. Because like I said to someone else, like it's hard enough just leveling bots anyway. It's repetitive and it's monotonous. But knowing that one of your bots is not getting any XP, it's kind of scandalous. So I think it's time for a 5-star Cup or Dead End. And we can level them up and get them up to 67 even. It's even more. So maybe not this batch, maybe the next one. But once my Cup's at 67, my next choice as a 5-star will be Cup. Without a doubt. Definitely. But as long as it's up to 67, that should be fine.